Yeah, what he said. This piece is called Black Girl. See, I'm not a black girl. I'm not the average black girl. I never learned to cane roll my hair at the age of 9. Never grew up in you're a strong girl in a harsh world. Mother-daughter bonged in sesh. And I never knew the ideas of hate simply because my hair follicles grew down towards my chest. Well, yes, you've caught me. The cuts have called bluff. My cards have called bluff. So I'm about to do a Stormzy, and I'm about to rise up. I questioned that question recently to my dad, authoring the author, do I have a rich dad or a poor dad? And well, my black dad answered me assertively, feeding me chicken noodle soup for my soul. He said, your mother is mixed race. That's how Akala. And we all delved into a discussion around how race and class can really ruin an empire. However, I was always reminded that regardless of the color, I must blush but never blend in. I must bring the game twice as harder. So I learned to roll up my sleeves as I harp a lead into my existence, as I learned to use my bow and arrow, as I learned to kill those mockingbirds. Irony was I was laughing first and last, and I never learned to cane roll. And I silenced those beakers, tell Tracy her words can never leave me in a dumping ground. Irony was I was laughing first and loud. I never learned to cane roll, I simply stated that so damn profound. A non-black girl, but a non-sellout either. An African girl I am, newsflash, who hasn't visited Nigeria. A Jamaican girl I am, who hasn't visited back home. Just because I haven't visited my mother's land doesn't mean that I self-loathe. Cause home is where the heart is. Her mum places her heart in me. A mixed race woman of color, she never wanted my face to be my sole defiance nor to define me. So I always brush my dimples in a bed to break some time as I'm breaking judgments while I'm breaking ice. As I feel the conversations of the night becoming a little bit more intimate, and I can feel the conversations coming all along, and the questions pop like a cherry. So tell me again, Nay, where are you really from? And that question echoes round my body like a mad percussion along my skin. As I learn to regulate my emotions, friends ask me if I'm talking to myself again. I say, nah, I'm just having a conversation within. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to share you a piece. So being a teacher, one of my things that we see all the time is parents' evening. And this is the view from the teacher rather than from the parent. And it's just an insight to what the conversation might look like on the other side of the table. Again, it's a similar kind of genre. I'm sure you'll figure something out. Parents' evening. The time of the year where parents and trusted adults tune into their child's world for one night of giving full intention, of giving full attention. Parents' evening. Unknowing how much the teacher knows more about their kid, like, aren't you meant to be the parent even? When I deep how in depth I can tell you about little Lara, and how mum never engages and well dad loves his lagers, and while younger brother is an angel, absolutely nothing like his father, and nothing is never good enough because Lara simply must work harder. Praise is never even good cause well, Lara must get smarter. And I turn my attention towards Giovanni, but his dark cloud just turned darker. He turns up to parents' evening with his big bro stepping up to show up in space of their absent father. And when I look at big bro, the disappointment on big bro's face when I say Giovanni in class does too much laughter. And his bro has a plea in his eyes and states, I tell this boy he must work twice as harder. His bro states he will do what he can to make his little bro an academic grafter. He tries to be motivational and states he will do everything to get his grades up from this day after. We share a nod that says we hope. The point in this message just got sharper. So I shuffle my papers and cross another name off the list before I realize I don't spend my time pouring into myself like this, like shit. I don't compile a tracker for my progress, a breakdown of my day-to-days. I dedicate my life to servicing other people's kids and give out words of motivation I'm paid to say. But I leave my own needs starving, my own dreams hardened, my own check-ins pardoned. Whistle down to the school life jargon. I can write reports for days about progress and grades and talk about how to improve and how much potential to lose. The motivational quotes during exam time and when to boost, and the methods of mediation or removing conflict and when to use. Yet I don't have a termly tracker about me to run through. No sit downs, how you getting on, how you think your music's going on, how's the family, how's the new songs. The marginal gains between the marginal grains is ingrained in my brain, it's not ingrained in my vein. But when I take the time to realise I spend more time talking about other people's child, that I'm the inner child in me who is really abandoned. The little champ in my corner needs to pick me up. The flowers given on my down days, the love given on my worst days. Full of energy in teacher mode until the mask comes off and you're driving home on the long days. Teaching is a rewarding job, it's a choice, and I choose to be part of the service to aspire. I guess I've got to remember to pour selfishly and still so selfishly before I expire. Every child needs a champion. Rita Pearson says it how it is. A teacher I'm proud to be, but us teachers you see are still just grown up kids. Thank you. Thank you. I know my teachers in the crowd definitely feel that. If you worked in education, you know exactly what those days are like. We're addicted to it. This next piece is called Credit Where Credit is Due. And while we're in the space of celebrating our small wins, we forget to give ourselves that love on rare occasions. And this piece is a reminder of that, to give yourself those flowers. You can go for more uplifting if you want, but we'll see how we go. So credit where credit is due. I doubt that every single person listening even gives themselves enough credit. And I don't reference T-Mobile when I say you've got to get past 5 days before you can call through and top up. See, this is a reminder for those who need reminding they are amazing before and after that anticipated glow up. Shout out to those for simply being enough. You doing, being, simply living is for the many, by the many, more than enough. Emotions run up against and down that wall when you tell yourself you are better than yesterday, but tears drip down your face. That face, the same sticky cheek, salted tears. You are familiar with this taste. Some days you need to remind your superhero self it's okay not to be okay. After so much downpour, thunderstorms of thoughts travel to the temperament. Sentiment means feelings in French, so as I'm standing and I am feeling all my sentiments. Breathe first, let the storm out. Before you pent up, rise up and storm out. Your soul is made from utter gold, that's why you deserve a rainbow. Remind yourself you are a beautiful soul. Why do perceptions hold so much value? Life is neutral and draw upon our vibrations. Vibration is a mindful matter of stating that I appreciate your opinion to mine and appreciate you simply stating. See, you need to remind yourself what feels good when you think about it and what feels good when you talk about it, and let that be. Allow the universe to unpin a whole bunch of stuff just like that. And through that divine understanding, you will understand you are deserving of good things. Not deserving, but you are good things. Treating others as how you wish to be treated, but you mistreat yourself to be a constant service to others. Take time to listen to yourself. Self-care, self-worth, self-love. See, you can never be selfish. Looking after the person everyone knows and calls so selfless. So why do you give yourself less? See, you deserve more, so be more. 10% braver, you owe it to yourself. It's okay to be a late bloomer, you're a rich soil. You drink smart, because you're a bud wiser. Remember, the loveliest flowers always blossom after the storm. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm going to finish off my set with one of my tracks called Coffee by the Sidewalk, just to kind of bring it to a nice chill end before the next performer takes over. So when you're ready, DJ. I love a coffee by the sidewalks. Yeah, I love a coffee by the sidewalks. Check. I'm piecing it together, honey. I take a spice latte. I love a stroll when it's sunny. And you, what do you like to do when time to let your hair down and get to speak about you? See me, I love a coffee by the sidewalks, busy busking people watching, time never stops while you sitting by the sidewalks. Yeah, I love a coffee by the sidewalks. The mix of messages, I had to question this. The conversation about the situation is the reason to be expressing this. I mean, do you, I mean, I hope, towards, to me, I don't know what has gotten over me, feeling like it's a mutual thing. Perhaps you like my company and that's the key. Our paths are not aligned, so I skip like I do on the beat. Yeah, I'm piecing it together, honey. I take a spice latte, I love a stroll when it's sunny. And you, what do you like to do when time to let your hair down and get to speak about you? See me, I love a coffee by the sidewalk, busy busking people watching, time never stops while you sitting by the sidewalks. Yeah, I love a coffee by the sidewalks. The reason for the feelings is really new to me to fathom over nothing, but really something, getting under my skin. Damn a sin, liking you I can't unpin. And it's catch-22, how I get myself out of this loop. Flagging down your red card to your clear forbidden fruit. I gotta water this down, consequence and dilute. If you can't afford my currency, you can never get my value. Take the mask off, time to really rock the boat. Clear my throat, let me show you what I used to know. Tables turn, cars unfold, your eyeballs shift. You blagged it to the game, Now it's time to hit the roads. Let me show you how I flex and fold. Speak my name into existence, making sure you speak it bold. Cause this comes from the deepest, darkest depths of the story where they remain untold. And then I realize that you're a funny dude, laying out the regulations, nothing can be misconstrued. You got me out here writing songs about you. You got no idea how another soul can feel about you. Everybody likes a chase. Who doesn't wanna feel in demand? That's no news, we had a few days apart where I tried not to miss you, but you can't have your cake and eat it like, say, I'm your tiramisu. I'm piecing it together, honey. I take a spice latte, I love a stroll when it's sunny. And you, what do you like to do when time to let your hair down and get to speak about you? See me, I love a coffee by the sidewalk, busy busking people watching, time never stops while you sitting by the sidewalk. Yeah, I love a coffee by the sidewalk. Yeah, I'm piecing it together, honey. I take a spice latte, I love a stroll when it's sunny. See me, what do you like to do with time to let your hair down and get to speak about you? See me, I love a coffee by the sidewalk, busy busking people watching, time never stops while you sitting by the sidewalks. Yeah, I love a coffee by the sidewalks. Yeah.